What's up, guys? MMA Game here, bringing you another video. We are starting it off with a random knockout right here. Boom! With Anderson Silva. A kind of weird looking front kick. It landed a little close, but it's lights out for Yoel. Let me know if you guys want to see that full fight. It was pretty good fight using Anderson right there. But in this video, we are using none other than Henry Cejudo, the gold medal champ.
Demetrius Johnson didn't go up. They don't have to come down. I'm going up. I want that belt too.
And here we go. This is going to be the fight right here. It is at flyweight. And unfortunately, as of now, as you see Wilson Hayes right there, look at that grin. So, unfortunately, you can't actually get the matchup on ranked with Cejudo versus Dillashaw because they haven't added Dillashaw to flyweight, so you really can't even play the flyweight matchup that is going to be going down at UFC Fight Night 143. I think it is 143, yeah. So you can't actually even play the matchup, so I really hope that they do actually update that to put Dillashaw in flyweight. That would be really cool, and I think it would actually add a lot of life, give a bit of life to the flyweight division down there, because I don't think as many people play flyweight. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's just because mainly DJ, you know, Demetrius Johnson's in there, and really that's kind of all it is maybe some people will pick a few different fighters. This guy picked Wilson Hayes, so I give him credit. So shout out to my opponent, and I'm also gonna be giving my prediction for the fight in this video, and I tried to actually do what I did in my last prediction video like this, the John Jones Gustafsson video, and I was actually, you know, I actually got that one right. I predicted that one right, so we'll see if I get it right on this one, but it's pretty hard to predict fights these days with MMA, especially for me. I really don't get too many of my picks right, but let me know your guys' picks for this fight in the comments, and we'll see what more people are thinking. And this video is actually being recorded after the weigh-ins, so I actually did get to see how they weighed in and sort of some of the clips of how each person looked weighing in, and I did see a really bad picture of TJ on Twitter where he was like cutting weight, and so but you know, it is what it is with that. On the actual weigh-in day, he didn't look too bad. I didn't think so, so maybe that won't affect him. And initially I was thinking that I had my pick for Henry Cejudo because I didn't think that TJ would have a really good weight cut, and I think that he would just be too depleted for the actual fight. You know, 5 rounds. That's the other thing, you know, and Cejudo is just gonna go 5 rounds. You know, he can easily go 5 rounds. He's very well conditioned. As that guy lands a nice body kick on me right there, and then initiates the clinch. So he can go 5 rounds. So my initial prediction was that Cejudo would pretty much just beat him, because I think he'd be too depleted, and I still kind of think that's gonna be the way it's gonna go. I think Cejudo will probably win by decision, so that's pretty much my prediction for the fight. I just picking Cejudo by decision, and basically I think it'll probably be a Cejudo lay and press grind, old school wrestling grind. That's just sort of the vibe I'm seeing, the vibe I'm getting from it. So again, let me know what I know, look, with the striking, I do give it to Dillashaw, but with the weight and the depletion that's going to be present with cutting all that weight, even if you did it a certain way, I still think that might have an effect. So maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my prediction. I got Cejudo for a pretty much 5-round lay and pray. So it might not, I don't think it's going to be the most exciting fight, but I'm still going to tune in, and I'm very intrigued to see what happens, and if TJ can get that win, it will be pretty impressive. And then he says he's going to go up and try to go for 3 belts. Are you kidding me? Versus Max Holloway. So that'll be insane, you know, if he does do that. So I still have it, like, I'm not really very confident in my prediction, so, but that's just sort of what I think will happen. So let me know what you guys think is going to happen. And now we're getting into this fight. What I was actually doing in this fight, I was pretty much, my game plan for this fight against this guy right here was to just outstrike him and, like, use quick boxing and jabs and just pretty much outpoint him. in this fight, and that's pretty much what I did in the first round. I think I did a pretty good job. I was pumping that jab like a maniac, and I was noticing that this guy really wasn't, you know, taking very many risks at all. So if that's the case, you know, and you notice that they're just being pretty passive and not really throwing too much, well, then that's why I wanted to be a little bit more active with Cejudo. And Cejudo's got that good cardio. His striking stamina probably isn't nearly as high as his grappling stamina, and I should have probably thought about that and went for some takedowns. But I do know that Wilson Hayes has a very good grappling, so I sort of just wanted to try to keep the fight on the feet and just stick and move with that jab, and really not try to look for the knockout too much, not try to force it. And if it comes, it comes. But yeah, so Cejudo is just a crazy wrestler. And I just don't know if TJ is going to be able to handle that wrestling. I just don't know. He always talks about that gold medal, but yeah, he has some crazy wrestling. So, but also it's interesting to see how much weight they're going to put back on. Like TJ, how big is TJ going to actually be, you know, for the actual fight tomorrow? So that's going to be interesting as well. So can't wait for the fight. There's a few other fights I'm probably looking forward to. Let me know if you guys know any of these guys on the undercard, because I was looking at some of the other weigh-ins and I really didn't recognize many of the fighters. So if you guys know any up-and-comers to look out for on this card, and you know, someone I should definitely check out on the fights tomorrow on the undercard, let me know, because I know you guys, you know, you guys know about all the up-and-comers. I can't even follow all the new fighters. There's just so many. So let me know who to look out for on the card as well. And we are getting toward the end of round 2. He did get like a little takedown right there, but he really wasn't able to get too much going. And I was able to get up because Cejudo's grappling stats are like pretty good. And we get him with that taunt right there, lifting up his hands. I like when they give fighters the taunts. You know, I think they should give like every fighter like all 4 taunts, you know, because it's like, why not, you know? I mean, if you want to do a taunt, it just adds more, it just spices things up a bit, you know. So there we go. That is round 2. I checked the score right there. So yeah, I really wasn't sure. Like, I'm never really sure if I won or not, but yeah, here we go. Round 3. And this fight was actually pretty close, you know. That's why I was checking the score. Like, I wasn't very. This isn't like a normal fight that I usually upload. This is kind of just like a sort of just grindy, back and forth, non-eventful type of ranked fight that you sometimes get. And I usually don't upload these because, like, but let me know if you guys want to see more where it's like not like crazy wild knockouts and like stuff like that. But usually I like to fight like that anyway. But sometimes I do fight like this where it's like, just, you know, trying to be technical and stuff and outstrike them. So yeah, let me know. But at this point, we start to take a few more risks. It is the last round, so we start to unload a little bit, start to deplete that stamina, but you don't get too crazy. But I start to, you know, find my range a little bit with those jabs. I'm landing that 1-2, backing him up, just keeping that jab in his face. So many jabs, and you know, the thing is he wasn't using that head movement. And if he could, he started using it a little bit. See, he starts moving his head a little bit, but he really wasn't using it too much. So I was able to just keep pumping that jab and just backing him up, keeping him, you know, taking the center of the octagon and keeping his back up against the fence, just staying the pressure right in his face, just Cejudo style. I don't really think this is how the actual fight's gonna go. I think Cejudo is just gonna push, maybe throw a few strikes, and just look to grapple, look to take down. TJ is a good wrestler too, but I think Cejudo has a few more tricks up his sleeve in the wrestling department, and I think he'll be able to find some sort of way to get TJ down for the majority of the rounds. Maybe not every round, but I think he can lay and prey on him for 3 out of the 5 rounds, and that's all he really needs to do. If you think about it, he just needs to lay and prey on him for 3 rounds, and he pretty much won the fight and avoid getting knocked out. But I think his striking is I think good enough to be able to know how to stay out of danger. But we'll see. Maybe TJ could catch him. That would be crazy. And so we'll just have to wait and see. It's a very exciting fight. It's a very interesting clash of styles, and it should be a great mixed martial arts showcase from some of the true top talent in the sport. So it should be a really, really good fight. But we are coming to the end of the third round. So this is pretty much, you know, there was no really huge moments in this fight. Like, I was using my stamina right here. I'm not going to get too crazy. Land a little uppercut. Just outpointing him. Landing more. Being more active. And keeping his back pinned up against that fence. Land a little hook right there. Look, I go for a bomb right there. But you see, and I pretty much emptied the tank right here at the end. Really not too much more stamina left. And what can you do? He ducks it. Good duck right there. But that is going to be the fight. And we do get the win. I actually didn't even look. I just really quickly checked the judges, but I didn't actually record the whole outcome and stuff like that, or even check the scorecards. So that was the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Also follow me on Twitter and enjoy the fights tomorrow, guys. Thank you for all the support on the channel. Till next time, this has been MMA Game. Peace.